Porosity versus permeability. What is porosity? Porosity is the measurement of empty, void, spaces in between rocks. Porosity is usually expressed in terms of fraction or percentage as it measures up the empty free spaces between rocks, and most of them are bound or covered by the fluids. Apart from measuring void spaces in between, it also measures how much of a fluid a rock can hold on. Porosity is a complex measurement which is taken out after taking various samples from the seam. Two of the famous methods used for measuring porosity are Archimedes' method and Boyle's law. In Archimedes' method, while measuring porosity, two of the samples are taken from the soil. One of it taken from the dry soil is named as, and the other one is the sample of wet soil, which is named as. As porosity generally deals with the gap or space in between for the fluid to pass on. This measurement quite relies on the size of the rocks. If the size of rocks or soil pieces are small, it directly means the more empty spaces between it. What is permeability? Permeability is the measurement which tells how easily fluid can flow in between rocks. The soil sample taken through is later observed, and is mainly classified into two types of soil: highly permeable soil and low permeable soil. Highly permeable is the soil through which a fluid can pass through, whereas low permeable soil is the soil where it is difficult for the liquid to pass through. Permeability is affected by the presence of dissolved solids, as it comes through as one of the biggest hurdle in for fluid while passing in between the rocks or soil. The heat and pressure are the two main factors behind all this, as it closes the passages between particles which make it difficult for the fluid to travel. Permeability is represented through using Darcy's law. Difference between porosity and permeability. Porosity will get outlined as the usual of getting porous, that is, having shiny or small holes inside a development. On the other hand, permeability will get outlined as a result of the state of top quality that exists for a material or membrane that ends in allowance of liquids or gases to cross by the development. Porosity turns right into an important phenomenon for liquids that cross correct by such provides which have porosity. On the other hand, permeability influences the substance with the magnetic flux occupied in that space. Porosity takes care of the amount of home between rocks or the soil as a fraction of the whole amount. On the other hand, permeability takes care of how clear some fluid strikes by a substance. Porosity would not have any fashions, as a result of it turns into the measure of volumes. On the other hand, permeability has the equivalent fashions as house and become meter square. Porosity principally applies on cracks between rocks or the cavities that exist inside them. On the other hand, permeability occurs for porous rock. Permeability relies upon porosity, as a result of the latter turns right into a fluid circulation relying on the conduits and pathways, and turns into a lot much less dependent solely when the pores in rocks become such that the pressure of ground and capillary forces start showing instead. Main difference. Porosity and permeability are the terms related to rocks and soils, as both are the measurement regarding them. Porosity is the measurement of void spaces between rocks, whereas permeability is the measurement which tells how easily fluid can flow in between rocks. Porosity is a complex measurement which is taken out after taking various samples from the seam. Two of the famous methods used for measuring porosity are Archimedes' method and Boyle's law. On the other hand, Darcy's law is the most prominent method used to measure the permeability. Thanks for watching.